turns through black water. Moonlight breaks across each wet board. The riverboat moves without hurry. No horn sounds over the Mississippi. The stern deck keeps a low, amber glow. River mist gathers beyond the rail. The wheel keeps its steady rhythm. At the aft gate, a brass chain crosses the steps. The hook is set. A small sign reads, "Crew only." The deckboards shine with recent rain. Dark seams run toward the stern. No shoe crosses them now. Beyond the rail, the paddle wheel fills the night. Red slats rise from the river. Each one sheds a narrow silver line. The lines fall back at once. The boards enter the water again. The cycle stays slow and even. A low engine pulse moves through the deck. It reaches the rail. Then it fades into the river sound. At the wheel housing, black bolts ring the iron frame. Water beads along the lower edge. No bolt shifts under the strain. A grease cup sits near the bearing cap. Its brass lid stays tight. A thin, dark mark runs below it. The mark ends near the mounting plate. It does not spread. The machinery keeps its quiet order. Along the stern rail, 4 deck chairs face the river. Their white slats look gray at night. Each chair remains folded. One canvas blanket rests on the nearest seat. Its blue stripe shows under the lamp. No hand lifts it. A round table stands between the chairs. A glass lantern sits at the center. Its flame-shaped bulb glows without flicker. Beside it, a folded river map lies under a brass weight. The Mississippi bends across the paper. No finger follows the channel. At the port corner, a life ring hangs from 2 hooks. White rope circles the red band. The coil stays neat. A depth gauge is fixed beside it. The black needle holds inside the green range. No warning mark appears. Near the steps, a mop bucket rests by the wall. Its wringer stays raised. The wheels point toward the service door. A broom leans beside it. The bristles spread across one wet board. Nothing moves them. The service door has a narrow glass pane. Warm light shows through it. No shadow passes behind the glass. A clipboard hangs near the latch. The top sheet reads, "Stern check." 3 boxes are marked in pencil. The final box remains empty. No new line is added. The paper stays dry under its cover. Above the door, a red lamp marks the exit. The cover is dull with mist. The bulb stays steady. Farther forward, cabin windows form a warm row. Curtains cover most of them. One window shows only an empty chair. The chair faces a small round table. A cup rests upside down there. No lamp burns inside that room. Below the windows, white paint meets a black hull stripe. The river touches the lower edge. Small waves slide away from it. Each wave opens into a wider curve. Then the dark water closes again. The boat leaves no sharp wake. Across the river, distant lights sit low on the bank. Some are yellow, some are pale blue. Their reflections break under the paddle wash. The colors stretch, then they return to darkness. A channel marker blinks far downstream. One green point, then nothing for several breaths. The wheel turns through that pause. The deck lamp stays warm. The river keeps moving below both. At the stern bell, a short rope hangs from the clapper arm. The knot is firm. No hand pulls it. The bronze surface holds a faint red reflection. It bends with each turn of the wheel. The bell remains silent. Near the rail, a metal ash cup stands empty. Its lid keeps one bead of rain. The bead does not fall. A narrow drain runs along the deck edge. Water gathers in the channel. It slips through the grate without sound. One leaf rests beside the grate. Its brown tip points toward the river. No breeze lifts it. Above the stern, a small flag hangs from a short mast. The fabric barely stirs. The stars remain hidden behind cloud. The captain's cabin sits higher and forward. Two dim windows face the dark channel. No figure stands behind them. Only the wheelhouse instruments glow inside. Green lines, soft amber numbers. Nothing flashes red. A navigation light shows along the roof edge. The lens stays clear. The metal bracket holds firm. From below, the paddle wheel gives one deeper knock. One board meets heavier water. Then the usual rhythm returns. Nothing follows the sound. No alarm breaks the deck hush. The riverboat keeps its measured pace. The Mississippi widens beyond the stern. Mist softens both banks. The last town light fades behind the bend. The red wheel keeps turning. The wet boards keep rising. The black water keeps closing over them. Nothing asks the night to hurry. Nothing waits for a landing. The sleeping riverboat follows the current under its steady amber lamps. Near the outer rail, a coiled deck line rests on a cleat. The rope is dark with rain. One loose fiber catches the lamp. The coil keeps its round shape. No knot tightens. No line pulls toward the river. A brass cap covers the next post. A narrow passage leads below. The wheel turns beyond the wall. Its rhythm reaches the steps. No passenger comes down after midnight. The lower deck keeps a warmer hum. Pipes run beneath the ceiling. Small lamps mark the service path. At the first landing, a rubber mat covers the floor. Watermarks darken one corner. No fresh print crosses them. A brass handrail follows the steps downward. Its surface feels cool. A strip of red paint marks the final tread. door stands at the corridor end. A round window shows soft amber light. The latch remains closed. Beside it, a panel reads, "Authorized Crew." The letters are black. The warning plate stays flat. A gauge cluster hangs above the handle. Oil pressure, cooling water, generator load. All 3 needles hold steady. No needle enters the yellow band. No warning lamp glows. Through the round window, the engine room looks ordered. Large pipes cross the far wall. Painted arrows show their direction. One pipe carries a blue band. Another carries green. A third is marked in red. The colors stay muted under the lamps. No valve wheel turns. No steam crosses the glass. A low generator tone fills the corridor. It never rises. It settles beneath the wheel rhythm. At the service desk, a logbook lies open. The latest entry shows the river mile. A pencil rests in the center fold. The time column ends at 1:10. The next line remains blank. No hand completes it. A steel cup sits beside the book. Its rim catches amber light. The bottom is dry. Above the desk, a route chart covers the wall. Black bends mark the Mississippi. Small numbers follow the channel. A red pin marks the boat's last check. The pinhead stays bright. No second pin has been added. Near the chart, a radio handset rests in its cradle. The cord hangs in one loose loop. No voice reaches the speaker. A green power light remains on. Static does not break the silence. The radio keeps the channel open. Farther along, linen carts stand beside a supply room. White towels fill the top shelves. Blue blankets rest below. Each stack stays square. No corner slips from the cart. The brakes remain set. The supply door has a small keypad. One blue light shows above the numbers. No code is entered. Inside the narrow window, shelves hold soap boxes, paper cups, cleaning cloths, sealed coffee packets. Nothing leans from the rows. No carton has opened. The room keeps its quiet inventory. At the laundry alcove, 2 machines stand dark. Their round doors reflect the passage lamp. No drum turns. A folded sheet rests on the counter. The edges meet cleanly. A clothespin lies beside it. The pin remains closed. No hand reaches for the sheet. The counter stays clear. Near the bulkhead, a water pump runs behind a metal cover. 4 screws hold the panel. A small label reads, "Auxiliary Pump." One green point shows beside the label. The point stays steady. No service light appears. The passage bends toward the dining salon. A velvet curtain covers the doorway. Its lower edge touches the carpet. Beyond it, chairs chairs rest upside down on tables. White cloths cover the tabletops. The room is dim and empty. A chandelier hangs above the center aisle. Only 2 bulbs remain on. Their light falls in pale circles. At the sideboard, silver lids cover serving trays. Each handle points forward. No dish waits beneath them. A water pitcher stands upside down on a towel. 3 glasses dry beside it. No drop runs from the rims. Near the piano, a black bench sits under the keys. The fallboard remains closed. No sheet music rests above it. A red cord crosses the small performance area. The brass posts keep their places. No one steps beyond them. At the salon windows, the river moves close to the hull. Dark water slides past the glass. The wheel wash reaches the lower pane. One silver line appears, then another. Both vanish under the black current. A framed riverboat photograph hangs between the windows. The older vessel carries 2 tall stacks. Crowds fill its bright upper deck. Tonight, the real decks remain empty. The photograph keeps the busier hour. The passage keeps the hush. Near the aft stairs, a fire cabinet stands behind glass. The extinguisher gauge shows green. The seal remains whole. A red alarm box sits beside it. The cover is shut. No lever has moved. At the bottom step, a small drain crosses the floor. Its metal slots look dark. No water reaches them. The rubber mat stays flat. The brass rail stays cool. The wheel keeps turning beyond the wall. One relay clicks inside the engine panel. A brief click. Then the generator tone returns. Nothing changes in the gauges. Nothing changes in the river rhythm. The lower deck keeps its warm and careful order. Near the bilge panel, a white strip marks the inspection line. The strip remains dry. No warning float rises. The sleeping riverboat keeps its engine steady. The red paddle wheel keeps its slow turn. The Mississippi carries both through the dark. A pale band forms above the eastern bank. The red paddle wheel still turns through black water. The riverboat does not wake at once. No landing light appears ahead. The stern lamps remain warm. Mist stays low above the river. The wheel keeps its measured rhythm. At the aft gate, the brass chain remains set. Crew only still faces the steps. No hand reaches for the hook. The deck boards show more of their wet grain. Dark lines run toward the stern. The brown leaf remains by the drain. Beyond the rail, red wheel boards rise from the river. Their wet faces catch the gray sky. Each board enters the water again. A low engine pulse still moves through the deck. It touches the chair legs. It fades near the rail. The 4 deck chairs remain folded. The canvas canvas blanket stays on the nearest seat. Its blue stripe looks clearer in dawn. The table lantern still glows at the center. The flame-shaped bulb remains steady. The river map stays under its brass weight. The Mississippi bends across the page. No new position is marked. The paper keeps its quiet course. At the life ring, the white rope remains coiled. The depth gauge still holds inside green. No warning sign appears. The mop bucket waits by the service wall. The wringer stays raised. The broom keeps its angle beside it. Through the door window, warm light still fills the passage. No shadow crosses the pane. The stern check clipboard remains under its cover. 3 boxes are still marked. The final box is still empty. No pencil reaches the page. Above the door, the red exit lamp stays on. Mist softens its plastic cover. The bulb does not flicker. Farther forward, the cabin windows grow pale. Curtains remain closed. The empty chair stays visible in one room. The upside-down cup still rests on its table. No lamp burns beside it. Nothing changes behind the glass. Along the hall, the white paint meets the black stripe. Small waves continue sliding away. The wake stays broad and soft. Across the river, bank lights fade one by one. Their reflections shorten. The gray water holds less color. The channel marker still blinks downstream. One green lamp. Then the pale river returns. At the stern bell, the short rope remains untouched. The bronze surface keeps a faint red line. No sound comes from the clapper. The ash cup near the rail stays empty. Its bead of rain is gone. A wet mark remains on the lid. Above the stern, the small flag stirs once. The fabric lifts from the mast. Then it falls back. The captain's cabin windows remain dim. Green instrument lines still glow inside. No red warning appears. The navigation light holds along the roof edge. The lens stays clean. The bracket remains firm. Below, the paddle wheel gives one deeper knock. One board meets the river harder. The steady rhythm returns at once. Past the stern gate, the lower passage stays warm. The rubber mat still covers the landing. No fresh print crosses it. At the engine room door, the round window holds amber light. The latch remains secure. The 3-gauge needles stay steady.